This is the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less. Ever wish you could re-listen to your favorite interview or segment? Do you enjoy hearing older shows for the first time in years? Then the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less is just what you need. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. John Solberg here, your host for the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less. Always happy to tell you that this show is brought to you by The Butcher Shop, purveyors of highly sought-after 100% Australian non-crossbred Wylara 9+ briskets, and, as always, handpicked just for you. The Butcher Shop has been retailing the finest meats for more than 15 years. Every week, they're shipping out competition-quality meats to many of the biggest teams in the competition scene across the nation. Simply put, teams who use the Butcher Shop win, and they win often. You may not be a competitor, but you still deserve the finer cuts. The Butcher Shop is shipping some of the finest prime, dry-aged Australian Wagyu and Japanese Wagyu steaks to people just like you and me who aspire to be the kings and queens of the backyard. The Butcher Shop always has Berkshire, Compart Duroc, Allegiance Duroc, and Prairie Fresh all-natural pork in stock. And again, it's always hand-picked just for you. Let's review. The best competition briskets? Check. The best pork selection? Check. Giving you better overall options to cook at home? Check. So you give the Butcher Shop a call today. 850-458-8782. That's 850-458-8782. Mention the BBQ Central Show to get you 10% off each and every time you call. You can also check them out over at Facebook, facebook.com/The Butcher Shop. Shop is spelled SHOPPE. The Butcher Shop, home of the 100% Australian non-crossbred Wylara 9+ briskets. And now we're going to take a jump back to 2017. Greg's going to talk a little Hall of Fame.
Oh, dear. Honey, this is your mother calling.
Yes, Mom? What can I do for you?
Well, I secretly listen to the show because I'm very busy doing these things around the house for your father, and I remember you saying, please vote for me for Hall of Fame and things like this, and be bothered with spam email from the American Royal and fill these forms out 7 times, however they had me do it, and every time I fill it out for you, because you said you wanted to be in the Hall of Fame, and I'm so very sorry that you didn't get in.
Well, I mean, Mom, look, I certainly appreciate the fact that you're calling in and sending me, I guess, what are condolences, or are you worried that I might cry or something like that?
Of course I'm not worried that you're going to cry. You're 42 years old. What are you going to be crying about? Trust me, with what you have going on, if you haven't cried by now, you're not going to cry.
What does that even mean? If I haven't cried by now?
Just never mind. So, look, I'm very busy. Who are you talking to? I'm talking to Greg. He didn't get into the Hall of Fame again. The what? The Hall of Fame? He wanted to get in the Barbecue Hall of Fame. How do you get into the Barbecue Hall of Fame? I would like to get in there. Can I do that? Well, sure, next year. Just go ahead and throw your name in. Start your own show. Maybe you could get in, like Greg, although he didn't seem to get enough votes.
I don't know if it had anything to do with votes. Who knows how the operation works? Do you know how the operation works, Mom?
Look, don't question your mother. I'm not going to sit here and explain life to you. But, look, mister, you're in a basement, you're doing this show, you're 42, toughen up, this is a life. Sometimes you get picked for the Hall of Fame, or in your case, you continually don't get picked.
Why do you have to be so brutal?
What are you doing? You're going to make that kid cry again. Look, he's very big now, and he can help himself. What are you got to be so mean for? He just didn't get picked for the Hall of Fame, and now here we go.
All right, look, everything is fine. I just wanted to briefly mention the people that are in there, and that's it. That's all. All right.
You just keep telling yourself that you're fine and it doesn't matter, and work that out in therapy next week.
All right. That's what I will do. I'm more than happy to do that. Not only am I more than happy to, I'm capable. Thank you. My parents telling me what time it is. Jeez. Hello. So, I am happy to tell you one thing. And look, we have a little fun at my expense about not getting into the Barbecue Hall of Fame. And really, that's not it at all. What I'm most excited about is I was corresponding with Jeff Staney earlier, and I said, hey, for the show tonight, because I didn't see it around, how are you going in? Are you businessman or are you pitmaster? And he said, well, this year they've done away with the categories. And I immediately jumped up into elation and said, I've done it. I've done it. The years and years and years of railing against most of the Hall of Fame for barbecue. And again, not anything to do with people that are currently in or being now inducted into this year's class. No. Much respect and much love, and well-deserved, I might add. But if you go back and listen to this show, you know, A, what the hell is with these categories? Why categories? Why do we have to put a label on everything? Why not just put people in? And if it's 3 people, it's 3 people. And who's behind this American Royal voting? How are they voting? What are the methods? What are the discussions? Well, I can tell you, none of that's coming forward.
Get that big stuff out of here.
None of that. However, I can tell you that somebody got smart and got on their, here's what's going to happen from here on out, and they did away with those categories, which is a very good idea. So thank you for that. American Royal, even though you didn't pick me this year, thank you for getting rid of the categories. Thank you. Love it.
Yeah, a little Hall of Fame throwback from 2017. Gotta love that. Love that stuff for sure. Would you like to listen to this complete episode? I'm going to tell you, this episode is a stellar lineup show. You know, Andy Husbands, Chris Hart, Sterling Ball, Jeff Staney, which is coming up in a few weeks. I got a segment out of this with Jeff Staney. Go check that out over at thebbqcentralshow.com. Link in today's show notes is going to take you to the complete episode. Go check that out, please. I implore you. You're going to love it. You want to get a hold of me, John, Jon, John, at thebbqcentralshow.com. Love to hear from you, good, bad, or ugly. And until next time on the best moments of the Barbecue Central Show in 10 minutes or less, I'm your host, John Solberg. I look forward to talking to you again soon.